I am not fat. I said, I am not fat. Now, I know you're probably wondering, is she delusional or just in denial? We'll get to that in a minute. By the time we can speak and by the time we can walk, society labels us. It tells us what we can and cannot do, who we're meant to be, and generally, who we are. In turn, we define ourselves with these labels and identify ourselves with these labels. Now, unlike Gucci or Chanel, mine is not a label I liked to flaunt. TRIZAH, if you sit on that chair, you'll break it. TRIZAH, if you fell, you'd cause an earthquake. And the worst, the well-meaning, patronizing ones. Don't make fat jokes. She already has enough on her plate. Now, following these comments, I did the only logical thing for a 9-year-old to do. I joined Taekwondo. I wanted to escape the stereotype that they had placed over me. Look at me, I'm so much more than what you see. Now, I'm clearly not doing any cartwheels today, so we can see that my Jackie Chan wannabe fantasies didn't pan out as I had hoped. So I moved on. I moved on to ballet. And by the second class, the teacher had expected us all to be in our uniforms, our tutus, that is. And I'm seated there with a lump in my throat and the sting of balancing tears in my eyes, trying to explain to the teacher that, Miss, I'm not in uniform because I couldn't find any that would fit me. Following a roar of laughter, I walked out of the class in embarrassment and shame, the end of my short-lived career as a ballerina. I was back to square one, stuck with this label that I couldn't escape, the underdog. Now, I love romantic comedies. What's not to love? I'm a hopeless romantic. The cheesy chases in the airport, the kisses in the rain, the over-the-top gestures of love, and most especially, that the underdog always got her happy ending. She always got the guy. And as I got older, what I took away from this is, if I wanted to get my happy ending, then I needed to get the guy. Simple. So I set out on a mission in pursuit of my happiness, in pursuit of my worth, in pursuit of the perfect guy. Now, I have this theory, I call it the chocolate eclair theory. And I know most of you in this room can relate. You've gone to the supermarket and there's a bag of eclairs on the shelf. And you know it's a trap, but you go ahead and buy it. And once you put the first one in your mouth, you already have another in your hand, ready to eat. And at this point, you're insatiable. This became my life. Barely a week into high school, I had found my happiness, my worth, my first chocolate eclair. The attention and validation I got from this stranger meant the world to me. I was finally worthy. I was finally enough. Now, the most important eclair was eclair number 13. My. He was a dream. Gentlemen, take take notes. He would take me on walks every day on the dust-ridden school field. He would give me lollipops he stole from his ex-girlfriend. And ladies, hold your breath. He would sing to me, and not just sing any song, original songs. Well, that's until I realized he'd copied from Frank Sinatra. It went something like, my funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile in my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. I mean, this song was my entire life. However, let's not forget about the constant reassurances he gave me every week about his unfaithful proclivities. It's not them I want, it's you. It's not Vanessa, it's not Samantha, it's you, TRIZAH, it's you I want. I had begun to settle for less because to me, I deserved less. Now, by the time you're eating the last eclair in the bag, an overwhelming sense of guilt washes over you, and you realize that I just ate a whole bag, about 3,000 calories, and now the bag is empty, and so was my heart. I was sick and tired of being in a loop of constant broken relationships. My Deus ex machina. This is an expected power of an event to change us, to save a seemingly hopeless situation. It dawned on me that I needed to find my joy and my happiness in myself. That TRIZAH could no longer be defined by this 3-letter word. Now, don't get me wrong, I have fat, but I'm gorgeous. And these thick thighs, they come in handy. I mean, yesterday, my phone fell, and I swear if I had a thigh gap, it would have been the end. But yes, now look, I'm not the embodiment and epitome of self-love, but I'm getting there. I'm still on a journey of being broken and unbroken, struggling to a battle between what I feel and what I know. But I hold on to one simple fact, that I am worthy, that TRIZAH is enough. Thank you.